whether we're live or whether you come and look at us later. We really thank you. This episode is about Black economic empowerment, Black entrepreneurship, and what it takes, the grind that it takes to try to make ways through all the obstacles that are put out there. I have a very special guest in my eyes. He may not be well known to you all, but he's well known to me. This is my buddy, my best friend. No, this is my brother from another mother. I'm going to add him to the screen in just a second. All right? And this is Eric Knight. Eric, hold on 1 second. Let me get you and add you to the screen right now. There you go. How's it going, bro?
All right, how's it going, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. So as I was informing the people about what our episode is today, tell the people who you are, the independent business that you're a part of or that you're trying to run, and we'll go from there.
Okay, my name is Eric Knight. I basically am owner of Living Life Trends. It's basically a wholesale travel and savings club. And I got to tell you, man, I'm quite excited about this. I have a lot of people saving a lot of money on a lot of things that you might not think that you can save money on.
So, um, inform them, let them know some of the things, some of the benefits, some of the, first of all, let them know how to how to benefit from your business, how to be a part of your business, and also some of the perks that come along with them using your services. Because a lot of people may not know, and you can inform them, and it may open their eyes to a lot of things. So go ahead.
Well, basically, our flagship service is travel. And I know that there's a travel advisory out, and with the whole COVID-19 and a lot of places are being shut down, if not shut down, just period and stuff. Well, folks, I would like to say that travel is coming back and it will come back. We just need a minute to try to catch ourselves, to try to get a hold of what's going on here. But no fret, travel is coming back. And when it does, I want people to be in a position to be able to save as much money as possible. Now, I would like to share something with the viewers here that they probably might not have known. Did you know out of all the ETA sites, the online travel agencies, such as Bookits, Orbitz, Kayak, Agata, all of those, did you know that they're only owned by two parent companies?
And I'm pretty sure most people are aware that, and I'm going to intervene and say something. I found that out through you when you and I were down in New Orleans and in Laplace doing some business, and we were actually pushing my business of the natural health stuff into the like hotels and stuff, and you were informing me because we had to get hotel rooms and we had to get rental cars, and you were informing me about that. So go into it a little bit and tell the people about it.
Well, did you know that there are only two parent companies? Just two. Priceline and Booking Holdings is what it is. Only two of them. Agata, Orbitz, and all the rest of the OTA sites are only owned by two parent companies. See, what it is that they want you to believe that you've got a whole bunch of companies to choose from, and where one of them might save more money than the rest of them, but that's simply not true. What it is that what we have, what they call price parity. What price parity is basically one site cannot be too far away from the other sites, which means like if you get one price of a hotel from Priceline, it can't be hundreds of dollars of savings from Booking Holdings. That's all it is. So they want you to believe that you have a lot of um, choices, and in a way, you do. You've got about that I know of off the top of my head about 10, 10 or 12 of them, but pretty much they're only owned by two companies, just two. I would like to offer a third option. What I have here is um, a third option. Our site also has a very powerful engine, which just like Priceline and the Booking Holdings, except the difference with us is you're going to get the true upfront wholesale price. I said wholesale, not retail. And the other OTA sites, they get their money. They have a baseline. There's a baseline price, and then they mark up the price, and that's how hotels make their money. With us, we don't do that. The way that we make our money is through a private wholesale membership. I said wholesale. And the only way to see those prices is through our membership.
So, so with this, let me put a little clarity on this. Um,
Mhm.
so you are a independent. It's you're almost like a real estate agent. The real estate agent offers a service, and they are their own bosses, but they also have a powerful engine behind them, backing them by the real estate broker. That's what. And the reason I bring that, the reason I use that analogy is because by trade I am a real estate agent. So I wanted to
Right.
use that analysis, and so what steered you into this area? I know you and I, we got some back things going that we haven't brought forward to the people, but at the same time, on this line of what you're doing, what steered
Mhm.
you towards that, and how is it benefiting you, and how will it benefit those who want to use your services, or those who may want to be a part of that?
Well, I've always was an entrepreneur at heart. I've always, ever since I can remember, I wanted to own my own business. I wanted to call the shots. Now, I must say, I was introduced to this from a very, very good friend of mine. And I got to say, the only reason why I even took a look at this is because of him. He's the type of guy that if he can tell me something, he's only going to come to me with something that's real and something that's legit. And that's the only reason why I looked at this, because I never was big on travel. But I'm glad he did, because I took a look at this and I was going through the compensation plan and the back office, and we've had a lot of revisions since I first got in.
Yeah.
But I took a look at it. Okay, if I want to go off and if I want to get a hotel, I took a look at it, some of the prices on there and stuff, and I say, man, these prices, really, these prices here, I can almost get 50% off a hotel room, really. And I started looking at other places. Of course, the more popular, or the bigger the city, the better the savings. But I took a look at it and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is crazy. Then I took a look at other things. This company here offers about 30% off of rental cars.
Hmm.
Um, that same buddy that I told you about, him and his wife, they go on cruises all the time. Well, they used to before the COVID-19 hit. And he was telling me that the usual price that he would pay is about, on average, about $5,000 for a cruise. He's got, he likes upgrades and stuff. Then he told me about it, And he actually showed me proof, and I couldn't believe it. He paid only $3,000 off of a $6,000 cruise vacation for 7 days.
Now, let me interject for the people who will be watching this. I can vouch for Eric, because we were, before the COVID hit, we were about to take the yearly trip that we take down to New Orleans, and COVID stopped that. And I had already got the stuff in order we were going to spend, and then Eric comes to me, hey, hold on, look, man, look, this, if we go through my company, look, this is what, and I mean, it was night and day for those people who don't believe. It was night and day. The prices was like, I mean, like 40-50% difference. So this is from your host, and I'm telling you this because I saw firsthand. And so I just wanted to interject and let the people know that what you're saying is not, it's not a lie, it's not a gimmick, it's not just some kind of pipe dream that you shoot at people. Because you remember when you first told me about it, I was like, ah, yeah, whatever. And then the more you told me about it, I was like, okay, well, let me see. And then you brought the figures over, and I was like, oh my God, this can't be real. And then you was like, no, man, this is real. And then you printed up everything, and I was like, whoa. So for those of you who are listening, this, Eric is telling you the truth.
And like I said, I can tell everybody everything up under the sun, but when I came to Rashid with this, I have documentation on stuff, on pretty much everything that I say. If I didn't have the savings, I know somebody personally that has the savings, that somebody that I know personally that knows somebody personally that has done the savings. I have documentation. So this is not something that I'm just throwing out there. These are actual savings. Did you know that you can save 30% off of movie tickets? How about maybe up to 40% off of concert tickets?
I was thrown about, you remember when you first showed me, and I was like, okay, man, the hotel, yeah, that was something. Then you come back and hit me over the head. Well, hey, what about the rental car? And then I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, man, look. And then what really threw me about, and you were, as you showed me about the hotel and the rental car, you were talking about airplane trips and other stuff, and I'm like, wow. So for people who may be interested in this stuff, talk to them a little bit and let them know um, how they can participate in this. How can you be reached? And then we'll go into like the support base and how is the black community supporting, and because everything is real. Let's just be real. You and I talk about this behind closed doors a lot, and uh, in the black community, we talk a big game about unity, and we talk a big game about support, and we are the last ones to be unified or to show support towards each other, because we think, hey, I put on my pants one leg at a time, just like he puts on his pants. He or she is no better than me. And sometimes because we are of the same community, we become jealous or envious, and we throw up roadblocks to stop that entrepreneur, that person who's trying to actually build something for self, so they can come and put some investment back in the community. So I talk about some stuff like that, how people can patronize you, how they can become a part, and what their benefit is if they join your system, and about the support received or not received in our communities.
Well, you're absolutely correct about that. I believe the term is used like a bunch of crabs. Whenever one of us gets to or let me rephrase that, we try to get to a higher plane in life, with myself, that's why I went into entrepreneurship, It's because I want, first of all, to be able to take care of my family. That's
Mhm.
first and foremost. Well, first and foremost is the man upstairs.
Yeah.
First of all, because I have to give him thanks for me even being here to be able to try to make a difference. Secondly, is my family. Besides him, that's probably the next important thing to me, and I want to have peace of mind to know that if something happens to me, that they're taken care of. I always wanted to own a business because I wanted to call the shots, but more importantly, ever since I was little, I've always had this dream of in my hometown, me and a select few, we have gotten together and become a power team. We basically wanted to not necessarily own our city, but we wanted to have a strong, very strong influence in our town, be able to be in a position to help other people with information that is not accessible or has has not been accessible to us. When we was growing up in high school, we didn't have the advantages that maybe other Americans have. Our parents taught us something different. We had to get taught hard work, go to college, maybe find a job and stuff. But other Americans, their parents and grandparents and so on and so on, they had the knowledge of how things work, how this country works. And that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in a position to be able to help my brother, my sister that's coming up. I want to be able to give information to them so that they can give information to their children and maybe their grandchildren. Hey, there's a better way. You don't have to work a 9 to 5. You don't have to work your fingers to the bone. You can work smarter and still get to where you need to be. And that's what drove me into entrepreneurship. I want to be in a position to where I can help everybody I know, anybody I know. If I can make somebody's life easier, or if somebody can come up to me and they can say, Eric, guess what, man? I did this here, man. You really helped me out of a bind. Right now, I am taking care of my family, and I have all the time in the world to spend with them. And I just want to say thank you, and that would be worth the price of admission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, with my company here, you can go and check it out. Go to my website. It's livinglifetrends.com. Live. I'm sorry, excuse me. LivingLifeTrends.com. Living Life Trends. Go to the website and check it out. There's a small video on there. I would like for you to take a look at it and see what you think. I think you're gonna be very happy with what you hear.
Hmm. And you and I, we often talk about that. A lot of people don't know that off camera, you and I, we do a lot together, and we plan a lot of stuff behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, and they don't, and so people who may be listening or looking later, they don't understand the magnitude of how you have to brainstorm and how you have to go through a lot of failures to success, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. Like when you and I go on our thing down in New Orleans, and we take the whole panhandle. All they see is us in nice clothes, and they see, oh, they may be successful, but they don't understand that you and I get out. We go down there and we
Mm-hmm.
go the whole panhandle. We park the car. We hit hotel after hotel after hotel after hotel after business after business after
Yeah.
until our feet are hurting all day long. And we get
Literally.
Yeah, literally. I mean, we are beating the canvas and the pavement left and right. You going left, I'm going right. You going across the street, I'm going
Hmm.
here. We getting turned down. We getting certain leads here and there to get product in stores or to get product in and like hotels or whatever. They think it's just those guys may be dressed nice or they may have a nice car. They may be have money in their pocket, but they don't understand the money that we put out to get. They don't understand
Hmm.
the sacrifice of the time and being away from our families for a week at a time. They don't understand. So talk to them about specifically some of the sacrifices that you and I make personally. We know this because you and I are together. And sometimes we're sitting out at the hotel at the lobby at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning trying to get our head together about the day that just passed us and stuff like that. Talk to the people
Hmm.
about that.
Well, um, we go and we basically try to make things happen. And when you do, you brought up a good point. They just see uh two guys out there, they dress nice, okay. And but they don't really see what's going on. Even the people that we talk to or have gone and talked to, they don't know the prep work, probably the hundreds of hours of prep work that done gone into just going there and be able to show them what we have. And when I say prep work, I don't necessarily mean grinding, and grind is a very big part of it, but there's a lot of emotional prepness that you have to do. It kind of weighs on you. It's like you go and you start the rolling. It's about like trying to get a car with a flat tire, and you just when you start to get it rolling, then it stops on you. You have to
Yeah,
start
yeah,
all over again and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's hard to get momentum, you know, and that takes an emotional toll on you. You have to be mentally tough. And some people will say to go to try to do that, and you've got opposition that's hitting you from left to right. Are you crazy? Why are you trying to come back the next day and grind again?
Hmm.
Well, knowing that you got to face that again. You have to have a bigger dream. You have to have it in your heart. You have to have it in your soul. It's something that drives you, um, for you to get to where you want to be in life. I mean, let's face it, folks, working for somebody else, it has been proven through our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents. It's a job.
And
We're
it's
never
money.
going to be where we want to be or be able to do what we want to do. It's always going to be a sacrifice of some sorts. Either you're going to have all the time in the world to spend with your family, but you're not making any money, or you have to go and make the money, but you're sacrificing time with your family.
Hmm. And and let me share something. Me and this brother, we pushing the Health Blaze, all natural
Hmm.
products. We're down and from Louisiana all the way back to Pensacola, Florida. We're grinding
Hmm.
every day. It got so bad that my foot swole up. Remember that, Eric? My foot
Yeah,
swole up.
yeah.
I couldn't even get out of the bed because my foot swole up. So Eric was like, "Hey, look, man, just sit here for a minute. We got to get this product out." I'm like, "Man, I got to get up." No, man, you can't even stand up. How you gonna get up? He took the product out and he
I
went
took the
out
product
there.
out.
He went
Yeah.
out there. I'm telling you, we grind, and this is Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Four
Hmm.
states. He and I are out constantly just grinding. We park the cars and we meet with resistance everywhere. We meet with racism, undercover racism, and blatant open racism. And we smile
Yeah.
and we thank them and we
Yeah.
keep going. And you may get turned down 100 times, but then you'll get
Yeah.
one lead, and the one
Yeah.
lead sometimes doesn't pan out, but when the one lead pans out, it's worth all of the sacrifice and all of the trouble that you went through before. So
Yeah.
um Elaborate a little bit more on that, because a lot of people think, oh well, I can't do this because I just can't go through all that. But they'll go to a